Hello! I just wanted to give everybody a flip through of the new, I guess it's not super new, it's been out for about a year now, All About Math Level 1. It's been out, I think, for about a year now, and I've kind of had my eye on it. And, finally, after looking through a bunch of samples online, I decided to go for it for my up and coming kindergartner this year. I love that it's super hands-on. There's not a actual workbook where they're doing, a page, 2 pages of problems every day. And it really just feels like the unicorn of math for me. I have experience with Math with Confidence. One of my children are doing the Good and the Beautiful math right now. We've done Beast Academy. We've done Simply Charlotte Mason Arithmetic. And this one just looks so good. Anyways, but I couldn't find any flip throughs on YouTube. So I just wanted to do a quick one for you guys. And so when you get it, it comes with the activity book. And these saran wrapped together, or plastic wrapped together. And these are just the Brenda's math tools. And so with these, I plan to put them in some little zippered baggies along with the manipulatives kit that we got. But I'll go ahead and show you what these are. So there's some dot cards. There's number cards. And these are all perforated edges, so you can just quick get them apart. Oh, and they even have the little bunnies on the back. Very cute. And then this, I think I'm going to leave loose in the manipulatives box, just so it's quick and easy to grab when you need them. But there's the counting mat, 1 to 10. There is a 5 frame comparing mat, 1 to 10. A 10 frame, a 3 reads strategy, a number mat, 1 to 20, a double 10 frame addition and subtraction equation mat, and a base 10 mat. And these are on a thicker, very soft, smooth paper that seems much more durable. I might actually end up laminating these just so they are super durable, but they are thick enough at least that they won't be super floppy when laminated. And then here's the activity book. And one thing that I really loved when I finally got my hands on it was I realized that every lesson in here, the activity pages are a theme. So for example, lesson 1, it's called Cheesy Time. Which is count to 100 by ones, the skill is. So lesson is Cheesy Time, and it's all about rats or mice. And then lesson 2, it's My Detective Notes. So it's all spy based. I know my daughter is just gonna have so much fun with this. What's in the shopping bag? I love that it's so living and real life themes, like everybody goes grocery shopping. This is fun. They get to be, do grown-up things and real life things and math and see that math is, a part of real life. Here's a butterfly meadow. This one, my 5-year-old, she was looking through it with me and she was so excited about the puppy because we have a golden retriever too. So this is a party theme. That's lesson 5. And then this is mystery bags. Here's what's my numbers. This is all mystery stuff for lesson 6. Here's some practice writing numbers. And look at that. That's just, 3 numbers. That's totally doable for a 5-year-old rather than filling out an entire worksheet. This is all about the beach, it looks like, starfish. Here's a lesson with just balloons, caterpillars. This one is all about treasure. And then it even has, let's see, can count to, so this is for the parent. It looks like this will be a review page just for a parent's records. Can count to without errors. You would write that down. Count in sequence starting from 3 to Count in sequence starting from 7 to, oh, I love that. That's easy. I can do that. And then, oh, here's writing numbers. So this is almost like an exam, it seems like, in the Charlotte Mason world. Here's a fish lesson. Butterflies. Sweet snacks. I know I was looking through the teacher guide and I saw this lesson and it said, you know, 1 lollipop plus 5 strawberries is how many sweet snacks, and they can use these cards. They're called counting cards. Oh, how many, you know, this many gummy bears plus this many gummy bears is. So this would be a worksheet, which is so doable for a 5-year-old. All the other maths that we've used, my kindergartners just despise all the writing, and I end up doing a lot of it for them anyways because it's just unrealistic. So I'm so excited that we found this. We've got ice cream. Axes and logs. There we go. Some boy stuff. Camping. Safari. Cat and yarn. Down on the farm. Puppies. I'm gonna start going a little faster. Oh, this is a popcorn one. This is an all about reading too, which we use and we love. We've got pony rides. Oh, here's another one. Another review to show what they know. You can compare it with the last one. Would be great. Here we are to get to represent numbers. And these lessons, they aren't meant to go or be done over one day. Oh, and another thing that I loved about this, something that I did enjoy about the Simply Charlotte Mason arithmetic, was I loved the number problems. It actually makes them think about things in an abstract way and be able to answer it rather than just, you know, the equations. And it was just too much of that. Oh, my son, my oldest, we did that in 1st grade, and it just killed his love of math, all the repetition of it. But he does still love some number problems, or story problems, I should say. And this just seems like it has just the right amount. Garden stories. Picture this. Here's some more story problems. A day on the farm. Hi, friends at the park. Here's some more story problems. We've got some geese. So you can see that each lesson really has a theme, which I think will keep it fresh and interesting for my kindergartner. And it'll keep it fun. I think she'll get excited every time we start a new lesson just to kind of see what exactly we're going to be doing that day. So this is just the activity book. That is not the teacher's guide. This is just what you will pull from when this tells you what to do. So I'm not going to do a huge teacher's manual flip through, but I will do just a little bit for you just so you can kind of understand the layout of it. If you're familiar with All About Reading, it is set up exactly the same way. There's even a little friend, my current 3rd grader. She's doing All About Reading level 3. And, you know, today she got to the part where the monkey talked to her and she was so excited, and she loves that part even at, you know, almost 8 years old now. So this is always a hit for us. And right here, this is just kind of for mom or dad to review, whoever is teaching. And then it is completely scripted. The whole thing tells you exactly what to do, what to say, what to pull out from the math box. And this is the cheesy lesson, the one with all the rats and mice. So it looks like, from what I flipped through, you've got your lesson, whatever you're teaching your child, and like whatever new concept. It tells you how to teach it, what manipulators to use, and then you've got the activity, whether it's a, you know, activity sheet or a game. And this one even has 2. So here you've got your detective notes, let's reflect, extended practice, This is optional, so if your child's having a hard time with that concept and just needs a little bit more work on it. And then right here, you've got Brenda's Math Fun. So this is the rest of that lesson in the activity book. And then they get to mark their lesson on their progress chart. This is the grocery shopping activity. It says turn to page 26 in the Hop into Math activity book. Tell your student that you need her help again to find all the items you need from the grocery store. You have all the things you need drawn on a shopping list. Your student will help make sure you get the correct amount of each item. Name the number of each item on the shopping list. For example, you would say, I need 3 tomatoes. Your student would find the image showing 3 tomatoes and cross out those items. Monitor your student's work for accuracy. And then it has things to look for and how to help. I love that. There's some things that, my students get stuck on or a concept, and I just don't know, another way to show it to them or help. So I love that there's all these hints and tips. And then here's the Brenda's Math Fun. So this is the game. Let's practice our math skills. You would get your grocery cards, cut out and mix up the cards, divide the cards so each player has the same amount, put the stacks of cards face down in front of each player. At the same time, each player turns over the top card in the stack. The player with the highest number of plums in her shopping bag wins the round and gets to keep the cards. So it looks like they'll be subitizing or practicing that for their, being able to look at it and see how many and practicing what's larger and smaller. So here's the little bunny again that gets to talk to them at the end of their lessons. My kids just love that part. I don't know what it is about it. Honestly, I thought that they would want us to skip it, but all of my kids have wanted to know what the little animals say. So here's some lessons, examples. We'll flip a little bit further to the back. Here, let's play a game to see if you can tell me which number is missing. Place the number cards in order from 1 to 10 in a straight line. Place the matching number cube tower. I'm going to take away a number and connecting cube tower. You get to tell me which number I took away. Have them turn around or close his eyes and remove the number card and the tower for number 4. Can you tell me which number is missing? And then it says what their response should be. Replace the number card tower you removed and then repeat these steps for the numbers 2 and 7. Record your observation and question number 6. So this is in the what you should show what you know pages that we were just looking at in here. That was kind of like the exam, which is, I love that they have it set up to walk them through the questions in a game-based way rather than just, a straight-on exam. Anyways, if you have any more questions or if I went too fast or you want to see more examples, just let me know. I do plan to take this activity book apart and set it up just like I do our All About Reading curriculum. So that way I can have multiple children go through this. It's been such a blessing having all of the levels of All About Reading already put together every year. I'm on my 3rd child going through it and it's still in great shape, and it really makes, the value of it even more worth it. So anyways, let me know if you want anything else.